Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In this video I would like to talk about lying by omission and a way to form people's opinions by preventing them from being able to access the opposite view on an issue or alternate hypotheses or ideas on unsettled debates, issues, problems in society, or whatever that might be. And I personally noted that in certain kind of media outlets and way in which we can access information and what is provided to us. I used to watch YouTube for years, and I used to find certain kind of whenever I had an interest on a subject, I used to find information and people talking about it, lectures, even audio kind of books that were before that you can access here and listen to. Then after a while, after you listen, let's say you find an author or a person who has certain interesting things to say, or you identify your way of thinking and your values with that person, you will listen to that person regularly. And while you were doing that, or I was doing that, that person used to appear as a suggestion in my searches. Whenever I was opening YouTube, that guy was coming as a suggestion. Almost all the time, if I used to scroll down, I would find that person. Little by little, this person's stopped appearing, even though I was I was watching them frequently. Until I couldn't find them. After scrolling down, I had to put their names in order to access that person. Even putting their names, they were somewhere down below, and there were other people talking about this person, usually in negative terms or in critical. Criticism is good as long as you also offer an alternative. You say, okay, that house is not good, looks like crap, blah, 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 blah. Okay, why? All right, how can you make it better? Okay, all right, if you tell me all that, that's very nice. Otherwise, you become a nihilist, and you just criticize, and you're not even, there to offer an alternative. So I observed that many people that I used to watch regularly just disappeared. Certain programs, certain titles, I can't find them anymore. I have to scroll if I put the exact thing, I have to scroll down until I reach it. But I find all kind of nonsense related maybe with that article, with that person, on the criticism side, or instead of finding the origin. Because let's say I have here a video and I say, okay, it's Emil Kosman, and let's say my title is Love of Humanity. This is the title. Now if you put over there Emil Kosman, Love of Humanity, I should be the first one that I show up over there. That's it. But no, you find me maybe the 77th suggestion, and the 76 that come before me are the people talking about my video, criticizing how stupid I am, not even about my video, and so on. And why is that? Because Love of Humanity is not popular anymore, let's say, in a society that I made that video. So this is the way when you have a young person who says, okay, I would like to learn about this subject, but he doesn't know, or she doesn't know, that that subject is already verboten, and is only one view accepted that must be accepted and available. So let's say he says, what should I put here? It's very tricky. Let's say I put Putin. Okay, Putin. Now if you put over there Putin, The videos that will show up will be probably the first 3,594 videos will be Putin is an idiot, Putin is a criminal, and probably you will never find something of an opposite or alternate view on that person, something that he or might have done or might have said. And this person will not have the patience to go 3,570 whatever searches down below to find something. He's not going to watch 3,000 videos. He's going to get the first one, second one, third one. And then he's going to say, okay, got one, listen to that one. Okay, he's an idiot, Putin. Okay, no problem. And then after a while again wants to find about Putin. And again, Putin. It says, Putin, good things. And then you don't find good things. You find people analyzing, even if you put the right terms. And then again, he's going to say, okay, then nobody that I find has anything good to say about that guy. So that means he must be like I found. He doesn't know that there is an alternate view on the issue. But he will not find it, and he will give up. He doesn't have time, he doesn't have probably the energy to look. And if he's trying 5 times, and in 5 times all the articles he found are negative, why would he try to push further than that? He said, well, okay, this subject is settled. That guy is an idiot, and that's it. And he will live with that. And then if someone comes from a different and say, hey, let me tell you an alternate view on that guy, he would not, no, what you're telling me must be a lie, because in reality, he did his research 5 times, which is good enough, and he couldn't find any alternative view on this. So when you come, he's already going to be on the other side. See, his opinion was formed by omission. If you try, and then the thing is the opposite. So that point of view, that view of, let's say, as I said, this issue, or let's get, I don't want to give you a controversial, Fidel Castro. Let's say Fidel Castro again, another criminal, blah, blah, or let's get Che Guevara. Che Guevara, let's say now, or whatever, he's a revolutionary and this and that, okay. And if that's the mantra there has to be, that person is going to find only good things about Che Guevara. He's not going to find the alternative. He did some bad things as well, like all of us. We might not have done to his extent, but I'm just saying that, good and bad. In the name of some values, good or bad. But he's not going to find the alternative. So he's going to live with the impression that this person is there. And he's going to go to the library. And in the library he's not going to find the Che Guevara alternative. He's going to find only the ones that are accepted. Go, for instance, to a bookstore. There are books that are not accepted there. When you go to a bookstore, what do you see? Do you think that those books are put over there just like that? The controversial books you don't really find. And how many are there? How do you know it's a controversial book? How do you know it's an alternative? If you have 50 books of saying the same thing, not 50, 150, let's say talk about Bill Clinton. 100, you find 300 books over there. And you pick 10 of them. They're all good. But must be good, portraying the president, former president, only in his good life. But there's a book somewhere in all those 300 or how many they are that says an alternative, alternate. He's not going to find that. He's lost in between all that. Unless he reads all of them, and I don't do that and expect anybody else to do that. Unless, by chance you pick it and say, oh my God. So that's a way of books that do not get to the libraries, books that do not get to the bookstores, and searches that you do and you don't find those people. Without saying that certain people are just banned, or they're just hidden below. They are there on YouTube, but you have to work really hard to find things that you used to find just by say, okay, Emil Kosman, bang, first thing. After a while, if Emil Kosman becomes a pariah and all that, you will, even if you say Emil Kosman, you're going to find the first 3,000 about Emil Kosman, people talking about how bad Emil Kosman is or how good he is. I mean, if it's good, I'm going to show up first. But since I'm going to be bad, I'm not going to show up. Because my videos, people to listen to me actually, not other people what they say about me, they will be buried. And who has the time to go 3,000 down to find one video, and then again 3,000 find another video? And I'm not kidding you. It happened to me. And that is creating a narrative of some certain events and issues based on omission. And your inability to reach and find that. They don't have to ban books. They just put them at the bottom. And you take first, second, third, pop, and you don't get the bottom. The communists, where I come from, they did like this. We don't print this book. We don't print this book. We don't print this book. This video is not going to go on that medium. That guy is not going to be, banned from that thing. That's how they did. But these guys are sneaky. They say, no, you can have it, but you're never going to find it. You have to work 3 days to find something, and then another 3 days to find another one. It happened to me. Things that I already watched, people that I knew, they are on YouTube. Hard to find. But other people just show up, and you say, why is this guy showing up all the time? I never watched this weasel. Why is this guy always showing up? Why? And over and over, I just scroll like I try again, or update it again, the same person, the same video over and over, and I never watched that guy. I don't like that guy. Don't talk about that guy. He's always there, and he's not only one. There are a few issues and few people that always come. Well, just pay attention. Probably it happened to you. It should have happened. If it didn't, just pay attention, and you're gonna find out. Put some controversial authors. I used to find an historian. When I put his name is David, I can't tell you the last name. He's a British historian. He wrote the book, he started with a book, Dresden or something like that. Dresden, or the bombardment of Dresden. That's how he got famous or whatever in the 60s or something like that. And then he started looking into some other issues that were no. So then he was called this, he was called that, whatever. So I used to find lectures, or when he was talking to groups of people. Right now, try that, and I don't find what I was watching before. I have to dig down. I put his first name and his last name. I even put the name of the video or the subject, kind of what I watched. I don't know, years. 5 years, 7 years, and all I find is just from time to time going down. One and then go down, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like Emil Kosman, and it gives you a list, blah, 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 blah. Nah, don't find that guy. How come? And there's not only one, there's more than one. I have more than one example, the same. They are over there, but somehow when you put there, they don't show up. But people that you don't want to watch show up. The same thing. And people will think, well, I never found that. Where'd you get that information? And what are you going to tell the person? Well, I read it. It's available on YouTube. No, it's not. And you try to show that person and you don't find it. And you're like, what? Or books, the same way. Unless you have the book and you have, 2,000-3,000 books that you had, and take the book and say, here it is. This is the page, marked and all that. Eat it. Choose us to say, well, I have this information from that historian. Well, where did you get it from? Oh my God. Now I remember when I had it. What if my books, some of them still are in Romania. I have some Romanian books as well that I used to read when I was younger, when I formed a certain kind of way of thinking. But how am I supposed to tell that guy? Well, I read it over there. Well, anyway, I'm not going to go into that. But just saying, it's this is the way of these guys are meeting. And if you don't hear the alternate, like you have here, let's say in the United States, you have 7 big news corporations or whatever outlets. They tell you one thing, but it's only one that says something else. You don't watch that one. You watch 3 of these guys. You think this is the truth. And if you watch only that, or only that one, and you don't watch the other ones, you think that's the only thing. You don't listen to the alternate, piece of news or view on things. And then you say, well, this is it. Well, unfortunately, we live in this kind of society, and we have to be vigilant. We have to be open-minded in a way that we are open to listen to other information, regardless where it comes from. You verify the information, the accuracy, and it doesn't matter where it comes. If it comes from a person you don't like, it doesn't matter, because that person who you don't like, if that tells you something that you did not know before that, You enhance your knowledge. And that's you're gonna thank you very much. I don't like you, but you enhanced my knowledge. You broadened my horizon. Thank you very much. I hate you still, but thank you very much. That's the way it is. It's for your own sake. It doesn't matter if it's that. Just get the information, verify it, and make sure that is accurate. But don't discard it because it comes from a person you don't like, or an outlet you don't like, or, oh, that's coming from CNN. Well, maybe there are some certain things, I mean, I'm certain there are, that, you know, you can learn. And you can learn by example in a way that don't do it like that. Like, for instance, I'm using a lot of things from Yahoo. Yahoo is a liberal media, whatever. But I like it because I see the wisdoms, and I learn. I learn because I see the way they think. And I can, when I discuss and I debate with them, I already have the answers because I know how they think. I know what they know. So when I think or speak with people and I have conversations and they are on the other side, I know that they have these words already. They have these pre-made ideas, and then they shoot at you with that, but they didn't think it through. Because when they listen to whatever programs they're listening, they do not make a logical connection. So you say, okay, why is it good to do that? Because it's good. Because it's a consensus. They said so. Who said so? And if you go deeper than the first click, they're lost. So for me, is a training, is a learning ground. And I've been on both sides. That happens when I went to college here. And these guys are liberal. You learn how they think. You learn their arguments, and then you think about, oh, could that be possible? And you learn. And then when you talk to them, they don't know you. They don't know what you know or the way you think, but you know how they think, because they have almost the same standards way of thinking, the same arguments or lack of, the same stereotypical points that they will tell you, like facts. But when you ask one question, why is that? They maybe have one explanation, but you go further than that, they're lost. Why? Because their television, their guys, that's all they told them. That's all. And certain things, you know, when they are flimsy, you don't want to go too deep because they're flimsy. So then you just say it as this is the way it is, and that's it. You gotta take it as face value. Well, good luck with your searches. Good luck with enhancing your knowledge. And it's a lot of effort to get it and to memorize it and to use it from there. And, you know, it's not necessarily how much information you have. It's very important to know how to use it, how to process it, to what conclusion you get. Because there are people who have memory and know a lot of things, but when you make them, like, you know, a person who might know so many, I'm going to give you this example again with baking a cake. Know all the baking ingredients. But if he doesn't know what's the order and how much, what's the quantity and why and what time and how long and all that, there's not going to be a good cake ever. So yeah, he's got all the ingredients, the best ones, but he doesn't know how to use them. Put them together to get a cake. Like I give you here 3,000 ingredients, you never baked a cake. I said, okay, bake me a cake out of those. How are you going to bake a cake? You have to think, are the mushrooms going in the cake? I don't think so. Is that, I don't know, banana going in the cake? Well, it could go. When? It goes the first, it goes last, you know, certain things that you have to, the same as building a house. You don't start with a roof, you know, start with a foundation, start with the perimeter, with the land, and so on. And then you build the foundation and compact the ground, dig it, and so on, compact it, you know, pour the foundations. It's a certain, you know, and then you make decisions based on the information you got, what things you are at your disposal. Well, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.